Hey, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so Sequoia was recently released. That's the newest version of macOS in this last part of 2024. So I thought I'd pull out this 2015 MacBook Pro and see how it performs with Sequoia. I installed Sequoia on here using OpenCore Legacy Patcher. I have a video on how to do that install. It's for Sonoma, but the process is the same. But if you want to see an updated video, I'm happy to do that for you. Just let me know. I'm going to do this the same as I did for the 2012 MacBook Pro, where I'm going to be recording stuff in real time as I go through this so you can see the performance. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Now, first thing you can see is we have the motion background or motion wallpaper, whatever they call it. So we're going to go ahead and log in. And that continues from the lock screen and goes for a few seconds and then stops, so that's working normally. Like I said, this is the 2015 MacBook Pro. This is the one with the dual graphics. If you have the integrated graphics, this still works just fine. Just keep in mind that your performance you're going to see here is with the dual graphics. So let's just go and check that out. We have the 2.8 gigahertz quad core Intel Core i7, the AMD R9 M370X, that's the 2 gigabyte card. And then we have the 1.5 gig just integrated Iris Pro graphics and 16 gigs of DDR3 on here. We're running the latest version of Sequoia as of the time of this video. This is the latest public release version. It's not a beta version or anything. But yeah, everything works great on here. All the hardware works, all the ports work, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, keyboard works with all the shortcuts along the, the top row keys. The trackpad works, the gestures work. I can show you that if we launch Safari. You can see things that launch pretty quickly. So let's go to my channel and we'll launch up a video into full screen. Let's grab this one. I'm going to go ahead and skip here because there's going to be a commercial. Okay, just skip past that commercial because I haven't logged in to YouTube on here yet. So let's go full screen. Make sure we're at max resolution, which in Safari is still 1080p for whatever reason. So then I'm just going to use the trackpad and swipe back. Let's minimize this. So you can see the three finger gesture on the trackpad. It's working just fine. We can do the 3 fingers up and get the different desktops. What is it? 4. The pinch in with all your fingers brings up the app. So all the trackpad gestures work as they're supposed to. Let's go ahead and open up another app. I'm going to open FaceTime. Again, it opens very quickly. Now, one thing I want to check on here, first of all, you can see that the camera works, and these cameras on the 2015 MacBook Pro are still really good, even in today's standards. There are computers sold in 2024 with way, way worse cameras. I've bought some of them, and they cost a lot more than these computers cost now. So I'm going to go ahead and go into videos, and it's interesting that it's not seeing my phone. The MacBook Pro 2012 did see it. Yeah, it's not showing the camera, but this is weird because this is the iPhone 16 Pro. So this is the newest iPhone. And in my 2012 MacBook Pro video, this phone worked as a camera. I want to see something. This is a iPhone XR. So it's upgraded to Mac OS or iPhone OS 18, but I just want to try an experiment. While that's starting up, I'm just going to go and minimize this out of the way. So it's not seeing the 16 Pro. I want to see if it sees the XR because the 2012 MacBook Pro saw both of them. So while we're talking about iPhones, one thing that doesn't work is the iPhone mirroring because you need a Apple Silicon Mac or at least an officially supported Mac. That feature does not work on here. I'll talk more about some of the stuff that doesn't work in just a sec. All right, I have this XR booted up. So let's go back into FaceTime and see. Yeah, look at that. All right, maybe it just took a minute because it did eventually see the 16 Pro. So that's what you're seeing right now, the 16 Pro. Yes, you're seeing my messy setup back there, but it does work. I don't know why it didn't recognize it at first. Maybe it just took a minute, but you can see that's working. So you can use your iPhone as a camera with Sequoia on a MacBook Pro 2015. All right. That was a lot of work for one feature, but hey, that's what I do. All right. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, one thing that was slow on the 2012 MacBook Pro that I wanted to check on here is going between the different system settings. It took a little while to load everything. And it's definitely a lot faster on here. One thing about this is when you first start up the 2015 MacBook Pro with Sequoia or even Sonoma loaded with OpenCore Legacy Patcher, the fans just take off. They run at like full blast when you first start the computer, and they'll run like that for a minute or two, and then they calm down and everything's back to normal. Just keep that in mind. I've tried a PRAM reset, an SMC reset, all that stuff. Didn't really make that much of a difference. And I don't know. I'm going to be quiet for a minute. So I don't know if you can hear that or not. But the fans are spinning up again. They'll spin up for like a minute or two, and then they'll calm down again. So don't know what that is, and I've not found anything that fixed it. So if you have had this problem and you did fix it, let me know in the comment section what you did. I'd love to share that information. I don't really know what else I can show you on here. Everything works as expected. The sidecar, let's try sidecar. I'm going to pause this, and then I'm going to come back, and then we're going to try out sidecar and see if that works. All right, so I'm back, and I got my iPad Pro set up here. So we're going to try this out, but I do remember there was something with the 2015 MacBook Pro that the Apple had blacklisted being able to use sidecar for some reason. So we're going to try this out, but there may be something that I have to do when I'm setting up OpenCore to allow this to work. I got to actually go back and watch one of my older videos and see if I can get that working. If anybody wants to see a video on that working, if I get it working, let me know down in the comment section. But, let's try this out and see if it works out of the box. So we're going to go in and go to display and just see if sidecar. Okay, so it's showing up in the list. So let's connect to the iPad Pro. Unable to connect to, the device was disconnected. Okay. I do have VPN running on here, so let me turn the VPN off. Okay, so let's try that again. iPad Pro, try to connect. All right, it's doing something. So on the iPad Pro, it's saying connecting. Now it's just a black screen. So it looks like it is not working. It's showing up on the MacBook Pro, but on the iPad Pro, it's not showing anything, and we're getting a message that the Wi-Fi is disconnected, but the Wi-Fi is not disconnected, it's connected. So yeah, it appears that is not working. And aside from that, like I said, anything that uses the M1 processor, or M1 or above, this Apple Silicon chips is not going to work on here because it's an Intel Mac. The iCloud and iMessage and all that stuff, that all works fine because you're not spoofing your serial number or anything. It's using the correct machine IDs, the serial number, all that stuff. It's not like doing a Hackintosh. This is a little bit different, and all that iCloud stuff just works out of the box. You don't have to do anything special for it. But if there is any feature that I didn't cover in here that you want me to cover, let me know, and I'll either do a full video if there's enough people and there's a few things that people want to see, or I'll just put up a short that shows that specific thing. So let me know down in the comment section. Hopefully you found this useful or informative. If you did, please hit that thumbs up. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. If you want to see more like this, go ahead and hit that notification bell as well so you know when I put up more videos. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I will see you next time.